Going into the 2024 edition of the IPL, there were a lot of hopes from Rohit Sharma, the batter. Having been stripped of the Mumbai Indians captaincy, there was a feeling in certain quarters that perhaps this would free up Rohit Sharma, the batter. After all, he hadn't really been having the greatest of times with the bat for a number of years, at least as far as the IPL was concerned. The last time before this season that he'd gone to 400 runs would have been about 2017 or 2018. So he's kind of had a lot of lean years with the bat. In fact, it's fair to say that if you're talking purely as a batter, Rohit Sharma is probably a great in the IPL, more so as a captain than he is a batter. However, despite there being no captaincy shackles, it was in many ways more of the same old when it came to Rohit Sharma, the batter in the 2024 edition. And the thing is that even Rohit Sharma himself knows this. He said after the match to the digital broadcasters Jio Cinema that as a batter, I know I didn't live up to the standard. But after playing for all these years, I know that if I overthink, I won't play well. Now, of course, these are two very different statements in two very different contexts. First off, he admits that as a batter, I know I didn't live up to the standard. And that goes without saying, given how some of his recent knocks have been. It's definitely not been like the Indian team captain or someone who's been able to win 5 titles on the trot. It's been underwhelming, to put it politely. But the second half of that quote, after playing for all these years, I know that if I overthink, I won't play well. That kind of tells you that he's got an eye on the T20 World Cup. Why? Because I won't play well. I mean, at this point, the IPL is done. But what he's trying to say, that's what I feel at least, is that he's not going to stress over how his IPL went because it might be able to further negatively impact him in the T20 World Cup. And that's an interesting dichotomy really when it comes to Rohit the batter. His international form has never suffered due to the IPL. In fact, there have been years where he's been phenomenal in international cricket but been bang average in the IPL. So maybe it's actually a good sign that he didn't have a great IPL, because it might mean that he may doing much better in the T20 World Cup. That being said, if you go purely on form, you can understand why it is he says that he didn't live up to the standard. I mean, his numbers for this year are 415 runs at a strike rate of 150, and even that 150 strike rate is admittedly a bit skewed by a very good start to the IPL season. You remember that when he started off, he got 100, there were a couple of 40s which were very, very quick fire, and generally speaking at that point in time his strike rate was in the 160s. But then it tapered off badly to the point that, you know, his strike rate finishes this year at 150. Again, not bad at all. But from where he was to where he then ended up falling, it's definitely a significant drop off. And then to make things worse, that third point, he wasn't getting those kind of big starts regularly enough. First half, he did kind of get it. Second half, he'd start well, then get bogged down. Against KKR on both games, you saw that he got tied down by the spinners. Other games also, you realize sometimes he was trying too hard to slog, and rather than rely on his timing, he was going for the big hits, which wasn't really helping him. Again, hopefully this is something that doesn't really impact him in the World Cup, but it was definitely, at least in the second half of the season, a bit of a chore watching Rohit Sharma bat, because he tended to make it look much tougher than it actually was, even in conditions that were pretty batter friendly. Bob, what are your thoughts on the entire matter? Do you think Rohit's form is that much of a concern going into the T20 World Cup? Well, you can let us know the answer to that in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon, follow us on social media. We're on Instagram, Twitter and Facebook. Don't forget to download the Sports the Cap, and if you're already on the channel, go ahead, check out some other videos we've done as well. For now, from my side though, it is goodbye.